Hey guys, today Canon announced 2 new products as well as a new firmware update which we'll reveal more details about at the end of the video.
As for the cameras, Canon released the brand new 90D as well as the M6 Mark II. In this video, we'll be taking a look at the key features, major differences, and whether it's worth the upgrade.
Starting off with the M6 Mark II, it now comes with a detachable electronic viewfinder. It also has a multifunctional dial similar to the EOS R, and it also comes with a manual focus autofocus switch as well.
The M6 Mark II still has a touch 180 flip screen, as well as it now has a deeper grip and can be charged by USB-C.
Moving on to the technical specs, it now has 32.5 megapixels. It also has dual pixel CMOS autofocus as well as 5,481 autofocus points.
Similar to the EOS R, you get touch drag focus, meaning you're able to put the camera up to your eye and move around on the screen, your autofocus point. As for video, you get 4K with no crop at 25 frames per second, as well as 100 frames in full HD. The camera also has face detection and eye autofocus to make sure your subject is perfectly in focus, and that is in photo and video. If you like shooting action photography, the camera can shoot up to 14 frames per second with a shutter of 4,000th of a second.
Switching over to the 90D, the main physical differences is that the body is now weather sealed as well as an added joystick.
The main differences are really inside the camera. You now have a 32.5 megapixel sensor as well as 45 cross-type AF points compared to the only 9 in the 80D. The 90D now has a Digigate image processor as well as dual pixel autofocus. It now even features face and eye detection.
As for video, you can now shoot 4K utilizing the full sensor at 30 frames per second, and you can also shoot 120 frames per second at 1080p.
If you like shooting sports, it now has 11 frames per second at 16,000th of a second. And you can also connect to the camera via Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. The features of the 90D and the M6 Mark II are very similar. The main difference is their size. As for the image quality, the 32.5 megapixel sensor is a massive improvement, giving you a lot of detail across your images. The higher frame rate options and 4K in video are welcome additions. Lastly, when shooting with both cameras, the 90D has slightly faster autofocus.
As for my final thoughts, I found the M6 Mark II a bit more appealing just because its compact size makes it super easy for me to travel with.
As for me, I'll be geared towards more of the 90D as I already have Canon EF lenses. Autofocus is a little bit faster, as well as it goes up to 16,000th of a second. If you stuck around for the whole video, the new firmware update released by Canon is for the EOS R and the RP. It improves the tracking as well as the eye autofocus in the cameras. If you have any other questions, pop them in the comments below and follow us on our social media channels to stay up to date with what's coming up. Make sure to hit the like button and the subscribe button, and we'll see you in the next one.